A wildfire in California, USA, started on January 7th. Even after a week, the fire is still raging out of control. So far, 24 people have lost their lives. Thousands of homes have been reduced to ashes. Nearly 1 million people have been displaced from their homes. The wildfire in California has wreaked havoc and continues to rage even after 8 days. This devastating fire has claimed 24 lives so far, and thousands of homes have been burned to ashes. Nearly 180,000 people have been displaced from their homes. Officials say that the actual death toll will not be known until the fire is completely extinguished. Recently, a wildfire warning has been issued for the forests around Los Angeles in the state of California. This tragedy, engulfed by the fire, is not only causing loss of life and property, but is also associated with many heartbreaking and tragic stories. Let's know some of the heart-wrenching stories of the victims who lost their lives in this tragedy. Anthony Mitchell considered his father a true protector who would do anything for his family. His 67-year-old father and younger brother Justin both died in their Altadena home. Anthony said his father, who had a leg amputated last year, was in a wheelchair, but he tried his best to save Justin, who had cerebral palsy and couldn't walk. A wildfire that ignited in California, USA, on January 7th, continues to burn fiercely after a week. The blaze has claimed 24 lives and destroyed thousands of homes, displacing nearly 180,000 people. Authorities warn that the full death toll may not be known until the fire is fully contained. A new wildfire warning has been issued for the forests around Los Angeles, California. This tragedy, marked by significant loss of life and property, is also filled with heartbreaking personal stories. One such story is that of Anthony Mitchell, who lost both his 67-year-old father and younger brother Justin in their Altadena home. Despite his father's disability having had a leg amputation the previous year, he attempted to save Justin, who was unable to walk due to cerebral palsy. Who has been affected the most by the California wildfires? The California wildfires have had a devastating impact on a wide range of people, but some of the groups that have been hit particularly hard include residents. Thousands of people have lost their homes, belongings, and in some cases loved ones. Many have been displaced and are facing significant challenges in rebuilding their lives. The elderly. Older individuals, like Anthony Mitchell's father, are often more vulnerable in emergencies due to mobility issues or health conditions. They may have faced difficulties evacuating or may have chosen to stay behind to protect their homes. People with disabilities. Individuals like Justin Mitchell, who had cerebral palsy, and those with other disabilities may have faced additional challenges in evacuating or seeking safety during the wildfires. First responders. Firefighters and other emergency personnel have been working tirelessly to contain the fires and protect communities. They face dangerous conditions and long hours, which can take a significant toll on their physical and mental health. Wildlife and ecosystems. The wildfires have had a devastating impact on local wildlife and ecosystems, destroying habitats and causing the deaths of countless animals. In addition to the immediate and tangible impacts, the wildfires have also had a profound emotional and psychological impact on many people, including survivors of the fires. Many survivors are experiencing grief, trauma, and anxiety. They may struggle with feelings of loss, helplessness, and uncertainty about the future. Communities. The wildfires have had a significant impact on entire communities, disrupting social networks and causing a sense of loss and disconnection. It is important to note that the effects of the wildfires will be felt for years to come, and the full extent of the damage is still being assessed. The wildfires have caused a significant loss of life and property. Many people have been forced to evacuate their homes and may face long-term displacement. The elderly and people with disabilities have been particularly vulnerable. First responders have risked their lives to protect communities. The wildfires have had a devastating impact on wildlife and ecosystems. The emotional and psychological toll of the wildfires will be felt for years to come. Would you like to know more about the specific challenges faced by any of these groups, or about the efforts to provide relief and recovery? Rory Sykes and Arthur Simone. Rory Sykes, 32, who was both blind from birth and suffered from cerebral palsy, lived with his mother in their Malibu estate. His mother, Shelley Sykes, recounted that she had gone to seek help in extinguishing the fire, but by the time she returned, Rory's cottage had already been consumed by the flames. Arthur Simone, 69, a hang gliding enthusiast for 4 decades, perished while trying to save his Topanga home. His friend Steve Murillo shared that Simone had always been a protector of his community and was likely doing the same in his final moments. Charles Mortimer. 84-year-old Charles Mortimer lost his life in the Palisades fire. His family shared that he too had been attempting to save his home. This tragedy consumed not only lives, but also homes that had been in families for generations. These stories are a testament to the lengths people will go to protect their loved ones and their roots. tragic stories of three individuals who lost their lives in the California wildfires. Rory Sykes, a young man with disabilities, was unable to escape his burning home. Arthur Simone, a seasoned adventurer, perished while trying to protect his property and community. Charles Mortimer, an elderly man, also lost his life in his attempt to save his home. These narratives highlight the devastating impact of the wildfires and the lengths people will go to protect what they cherish.